Mena, do you want to have a look at
What we charged? So we're up. How much were we?
10
minutes to charge. Since 8 years ago, my uncle got his first electric car. And ever since then, we all went for electric. I think the biggest factor is the running costs. Full charge on this car gives 340 kilometers. On home charging, for full, €6.50. Just under 2 cents per kilometer, where a normal car would be 8-10 cents. The car itself is higher priced than a traditional car. However, I don't think most people realize how close the distance is nowadays. When you consider the new 12,000 grand is just €3,000 more. So no license costs. You're saving a ton on fuel costs. Maintenance costs will also be lower in the long term. I can very easily justify spending the 3,000 more because the benefits are a lot.
You can argue that they're not perfectly environmentally friendly because to dispose of lithium-ion batteries is very difficult. How do we dispose of them in a responsible way?
So a lithium-ion battery with today's technology can be recycled up to 95%. But recycling is something that's going to happen probably 20 years down the line. So the battery is warranted for 8. It will probably give me a good range where I'm happy with for 12. But let's say I'm not happy with it and I want to replace it. The battery at 50% degradation is big enough that it could be used and will be used for home storage. So you charge the battery and the battery powers the house. So this has started nowadays. The Ajax football stadium in Amsterdam is charged through solar panels, and the stadium, a football stadium, is being powered of these second-hand electric vehicle batteries. And they're going to give another 10 years in that use. And it's only at the end of those 20 years when we're probably going to recycle them.
I expected it to be quieter.
It actually has a speaker.
What do you mean?
The car, by law, by European law, all electric cars now have a speaker.
To do what?
To make sound, because they were too quiet and dangerous for pedestrians. When we're in a car park, I'll go 35, you'll hear the noise come on. And then when you go higher, the wheels are making enough noise that they don't need the sound.
So now you're going to drive under 30 kilometers an hour and we're going to hear a speaker, which is a fake engine rumble, basically.
It's a very particular sound. I wouldn't say it's an engine rumble.
All right, let's see it.
So the AC charging, we've had these 100 points since 2013. I think it's not that they're not enough. They're not enough in certain areas. So Slima having 2 chargers is not enough. So if it's occupied by an electric vehicle, so someone is actually charging, the app will tell you, so you don't go there for nothing.
Okay.
But more times than other, that is not the case. It's either occupied by a traditional car, which is simply blocking the charging bay. Attilab.
دي ما تخدملكش دي ما تمشيش تخدم
ليه؟
ليه؟ اسبروفا كمان دارما ثم داو يخدموا داو اثنين
سوا قد نبرزوا يعملوا الكونز اما
ليه ايوه
Actually, في كاروتسي.
مش رزق لا داو بيتويفات تاندي داو بيتويفات نسموهم بيتويفات.
You call the nearest police station based on where you are. Obviously, you're stuck there waiting while this person, whether he or she answers her phone and comes to move the car for you. There is a fine by law. It is not enforced. So that is the situation, unfortunately. This is the Valletta Waterfront Charger. These are the chargers, and these ones are free.
Okay, and we're going to plug in for 5-10 minutes. Let's see how this thing charges.
Let's charge it.
And this is free.
This is free.
So technically,
You can run an electric car free, yes. We have 4 here, 4 in Chirkova, and 4 in Tashbish of these free ones. Personally, don't agree with them at this point, to be honest, because imagine there's a petrol station, one petrol station in Malta, giving out free fuel. What do you think will happen?
Everyone goes to it.
And that's what happens with these. So I don't agree with the free concept.
And privatizing them also and encourages competition and better quality.
Exactly.
Mena, you want to have a look at
What we charge?
So we've been here for 10 minutes exactly.
Yeah.
So let's see how much
It's not going to be that great, but we'll have a look.
Yeah, but even if it gives you 5 kilometers,
Yeah.
that will get you home basically.
Probably.
In Malta.
Yeah. So So we're up, how much were we?
214. 214.
We are at 224, so 10 kilometers.
10 kilometers in 10 minutes.
10 minutes of charge.
Add your electricity bill at home.
If you have an electric car, you apply for a special rate, and you have a dedicated meter, and you get a fixed price, which doesn't affect your home consumption. It is, from a cost perspective, a no-brainer.
Do you feel proud about driving an electric car in terms of the environment? Is there a bit of that for you?
There is a bit of that as well. Because even if we're powering it not from solar, we're still powering it from the power station, it's still a lot better. So one, you move the pollution away from the city streets, and it's a lot more efficient.